Welcome to Movie Recaps with Brian. Subscribe below for daily recaps. Today, we're recapping John Wick, directed by Chad Stahelski. In New York City, John Wick, played by Keanu Reeves, a retired assassin once whispered about in criminal circles as the Baba Yaga, is mourning the death of his wife, Helen. Her passing leaves him hollow, adrift in a life he had abandoned violence to build with her. Days after her funeral, a package arrives at his doorstep. Inside is a small beagle puppy, Daisy, along with a note from Helen, explaining that she arranged for the dog to be delivered after her death, so John would still have something to love, a reason to keep going. Daisy quickly becomes his emotional anchor, the only living link to Helen's memory. One morning, while fueling his prized 1969 Boss 429 Mustang at a gas station, John encounters a group of young, brash Russian gangsters led by Iosef Tarasov. Iosef admires the car and offers to buy it, but John refuses. When Iosef tries to intimidate him, John's quiet, measured stare unsettles the group. That night, they break into his home, brutally beat him, kill Daisy in front of him, and steal the Mustang. Iosef takes the stolen car to Aurelio's chop shop to have its identifying features removed. Aurelio, recognizing the vehicle instantly, refuses to work on it and strikes Iosef. He later calls John to inform him of the theft and reveals that Iosef is the son of Vigo Tarasov, the ruthless head of New York's Russian mafia and John's former employer. When Vigo hears what his son has done, he doesn't celebrate the theft, but reacts with visible dread. He explains to Iosef that John Wick is not simply an ex-hitman, but the most feared assassin in the business, a man of focus, commitment, and sheer will who once completed an impossible task for Vigo to earn his freedom and retire. That task had cleared the path for John to marry Helen, a civilian, and vanish from the underworld. Now, with Daisy gone and his car stolen, Vigo knows John's retribution is inevitable. John digs up a hidden cache of weapons, gold coins, and gear from beneath his basement floor, tools from his old life. When Vigo tries to make peace by calling him directly, John responds with silence and hangs up. Vigo then sends a team of assassins to kill him at home. John kills them all with lethal precision, sending a clear message. He is coming. Vigo places a $2 million bounty on John's head and secretly approaches Marcus, John's former mentor, to take the job. John checks into the Continental Hotel, a sanctuary for assassins where conducting business is forbidden. The Continental is run by Winston, an old friend who respects John's code. Winston tips him off that Iosef is partying at the Red Circle nightclub. John infiltrates the club, carving his way through security in a spectacular firefight and melee combat. He corners Iosef but is interrupted by Kirill, Vigo's top enforcer. The brutal fight leaves John injured, forcing him to retreat to the Continental for medical treatment. That night, Perkins, a contract killer, sneaks into John's room to claim the doubled bounty Vigo has offered for breaking Continental rules. Marcus, watching from a sniper perch across the street, fires a warning shot to alert John. John disarms and subdues Perkins, forcing her to reveal that Vigo keeps a massive cache of cash and incriminating documents hidden in a church. After leaving Perkins in the custody of another hitman, Harry, John raids the church, torching Vigo's fortune and blackmail files. But Perkins escapes, kills Harry, and warns Vigo. When Vigo arrives at the burning church with his men, John ambushes them, killing several before Kirill smashes him with a car. Captured and tied up, John tells Vigo that Daisy wasn't just a dog. She represented hope and a lifeline in his grief. Vigo orders his death, but Marcus intervenes again, allowing John to break free, kill Kirill, and force Vigo to reveal Iosef's location at a guarded safe house. John storms the safe house, killing everyone in his path before executing Iosef without ceremony. Marcus advises him to go back to his quiet life, but Perkins, who has been following him, informs Vigo of Marcus's betrayal. Vigo has Marcus tortured and killed. He then calls John to describe Marcus's death, deliberately goading him into another confrontation. Winston later lures Perkins into a trap for violating continental rules and has her executed. He informs John that Vigo is fleeing by helicopter. John intercepts him at New York Harbor, engaging in a rain-soaked brawl. After a vicious hand-to-hand fight, John fatally wounds Vigo, ending the feud. Exhausted and bleeding, John wanders the docks, watching an old video on his phone of Helen smiling and telling him, "Let's go home." Accepting he may die from his wounds, he stumbles into an animal clinic to treat himself, where he finds a pit bull puppy scheduled for euthanasia. He takes the dog and walks into the night, wounded but alive, with a small spark of purpose once more. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe below to watch more movie recaps with Brian. Comment below which movie you'd like to see recapped next.